Okay, so been a minute. Hey CJ, what's up, man? You have to bear with me because I haven't done this in quite a minute. So yeah, so far trying to get something working. Not quite sure how it's gonna play, but pretty much working on Madden, and then I'll jump into college football. Just trying to get all pro sorted out. Try this real quick. Yeah. Then oh man, Madden 21, nice. Yeah, so really just trying to work on trying to finalize it, basically. In version 2 done for Madden, and then we'll jump into college football. But so far this is working okay. The main change that from the set is lock in the back. I've tried to modify that one a bit, where I had it on a really high value before. I wanted to see what it looked like with a lower value and see what, if we can kind of help the run game. Especially on all pro. I think this one's a bit of a, yeah, we can do this one, I think. Hey, what's up, business? How you doing? Man, a lot of familiar faces already. Let me know if it's too loud in the game. Got to. I forgot to check it, but I can easily adjust it. Loud in my ear. A little loud. Sorry. How's that?
The veteran Brandon McManus ready to kick this one up. And off we go from Glendale. The return is Greg Gordon. And a decent return there.
Yeah, it's probably down.
Of the 30. So the Cardinals come out there quarterback,
yeah.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what I'm what I was thinking. I was like, you know, most of the time when the computer and the CPU gets a good let me just move myself out of the way. When the CPU gets a good when the CPU seems to get a good attack, or kind of a hint, in general, decent yardage in general, it always seems to come from blocking the back happening. And so my goal is that because it was being used as like a, you know, a way to get the QB to step up in the pocket a little bit better, it still gets called as a penalty at such a high value, and it negated a lot of the yards. And I figured I'm just gonna try and rate and lower it, and to the point that that animation still shows up, that it helps the run game out. And if I can do that, then maybe I can make it work for the computer as well. Now for the user, I know on all pro it's a little easier to run, but that's honestly the best run I've had in my testing so far, so I'm gonna keep testing it.
It's an Arizona first down.
And sometimes when I test, I don't control, I don't know if you can see it, but I don't control. I really just let it play like almost like coach mode. I let it just run out because I want to get a sample size of the running back's perspective and how they perceive danger.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face.
And that's, you know, just kind of clue in on what kind of animations are being triggered.
From the moment he was handed the ball, give credit to the defense.
And of course, after the catch, I'll let them control it. Because that way I can see, what are they going to do? They're going to spin around, or they're going to... And then that usually reflects the same for the computer.
In this case, it's a simple check
We'll see what happens.
Picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
And this ball incomplete.
This blocking the back is interesting though, because it seems to be the slider that seems to control both user, or sorry, both running and passing. I'm really intrigued by it, so I'm still looking into it.
Is good. And the Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return is Dylan Loudby. He'll cut across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
And anybody who's been on my stream knows
And they are led by Jordan Love, who
Oh
followed
yeah.
Aaron Rodgers after playing
When I
in
finally
practice for a couple
the
of
sliders
seasons.
working,
And
and
now
do I
for Love,
enjoy
is
it?
his 3rd season as
Yeah,
the
I've got a
Cardinals
college football dynasty and with Central Florida I'm using. I'm really enjoying it. And so yeah, that's kind of the reason why I kind of take the time. I hate that animation. Call it the platoon. Yeah, I do get into it. I'm waiting just to get this one sorted out so I can get started on the franchise. I think I'm gonna use the Commanders. But yeah, I definitely, and that's a good question because Kane actually told me to, he challenged me to play a whole dynasty, play at least a year, right, and just get through it because that's some good data as well, if anything. But no, I definitely want to enjoy it. I'm getting too old now to not enjoy it. So many years of where I'm just slider testing, and then not even playing.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively.
So
against
that's definitely this year. Definitely this year. I've already played half a season so far in my dynasty with UCF, so pretty happy with that. And then I'll get into the Commanders here after this. And if I stream it, I'll also do that too. I think I don't know if I'll be on camera every time, but it's rare that I get one of these days off. Usually, if you see in the background, we got soccer stuff and I'm a soccer coach, and so I always have soccer going on. This is the season, and my boys play soccer, and they have games, and I have games at night. So this is rare occasion. Usually, my wife is here as well, so I don't stream when my wife is around, obviously, because she sits right over there. So this is her chair right here. And so if she was here, you'd be seeing her in the background there, making fun of me. Yeah. Thanks, DJ. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yeah, it's sliders. I mainly did it for me. When I started doing it, I was like, I was wondering, does anybody else do this? And before sliders were even created, there were player ratings. Back in Pro Evolution Soccer days, back when I was freaking 17. Crazy to think I have a 12-year-old now. Packers are a good team to test because they run a lot. So this is a good sign for All-Pro. I'll probably jump out of this because I know the Packers will run a lot, and I know they'll get decent yardage. And of course, I'm just doing coaching suggestions too, so I'm not really trying that hard. I'm just kind of pushing the defensive line input and just seeing what the run's like. So far, it's decent. It's kind of what I expected. I'm pretty happy with that overall. And that passes my test for a run-heavy team. Now I think yeah. Let's go into the Bronco. Oh no, it's not that. Sorry, I've got it hidden. I need to adjust that. Hold on, because this thing is in the way. I don't use Streamlabs as much as I use OBS Studio more than anything. So there we go. Got the project and the source, and so I've got 3 screens here, and I really just use 2 of them for streaming. Okay, so who do they have to play? All right, Chargers would be good test. Did they in rushing? 96. Okay, this would be a good test actually. Let's do this one.
If you're a freeway fan, we're just east of the 405.
We got a soccer game. I play outdoor, or sorry, I play indoor.
SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Straight ahead,
And
good one on
for men's over 30 league, and I'm 40. And we got a game tonight at like 10 o'clock, and half our team is injured or sick. And so we're trying to see if we can reschedule or not. We got to forfeit because I'm not going to play just, you know, I think we play 5 on the field, 6 total, and I think we have like 4. If anybody is near Kansas and wants to sub, let me know. I'm not going. I did not check the kick flash on this. I really just want to see how the game plays against the run. Feels good about against the pass so far.
He's trying to find his way in the NFL. Year 3 for Anthony Richardson out of Florida.
Let's just see how this
We
goes.
had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss.
It's funny the difference that I went from 45 run block to the user on this and bumped it up to 48. And it makes that big a difference. But let's just see what happens.
They get themselves into a back and forth.
Mainly missed tackles is pretty decent. Okay with this so far.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. They go right back to Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
From the gun on
That is a terrible pass. He just stayed right in front of him the whole time. That's good. That's good. Good coverage though for All Pro. Couple options. Yeah, I could have waited. Yeah, I could have waited. That was a force. I just didn't think he'd stay in front of him for that long. That's actually decent. I'm gonna go for it. Let's just go.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down.
And
Mike,
hit a
where they're gonna
62-yarder.
rely on the run after
Personal
catch.
preference I have,
Third
I'm
down
just letting everybody know
conversion,
I
so you know
have
what
it
that
on
depends
55 field power
Actually
because
complete the
the
ball.
former
In this
kicker,
case,
I don't think there's
falls
enough oomph
incomplete,
in the
brings
kicks.
up 4th down.
And so I don't even know if we'll reach here. I use tap and tap. That might go. No. See, that's good. On 55, it couldn't hit a 60 plus yarder, so. But I don't think he's the best kicker in the
And
world.
this will remain a scoreless ball game.
But at least I know my personal preference is okay. And I have it on 55 field power and 42 field accuracy. All right, let's see the run. They're 16th against the run. Or sorry, they're 16th in rushing. In the league. That's decent right there.
A gain of 13. 1st down, LA.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll go again with
Okay.
Face the run. Inside the 20. And he takes it down to the
Yikes. Push is good. I just want to make sure there's no warping. Well, everything's good. They're just really aggressive. Everybody's pushing, but you know, we got through there a little bit. Just didn't make the tackle. The other thing is making sure the wide receiver isn't just holding on. Yeah, they got away okay. I mean, it's not bad.
15 yards.
Not bad. Let's see if it continues. Good fatigue. You can tell he's tired. Let's see if he gets the ball. Nope.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up some pretty good gain.
They'll go with Hampton. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
They'll look to pick this up third and a yard. Try to run for it.
All right, good. I mean, they went for it.
Nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Should make this
Really
42 yards.
defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block.
I need to see the one thing that I want to see is a little bit more of, you know.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff.
Yeah, just
Khalil Herbert on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end. They'll go again here with Taylor.
it's good.
And
Good
he's
runs.
able to find a crease.
Finding the gaps is good.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will
48.
take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations.
Like that.
It'll get you the first down, just not here.
He'll have the first down. We'll get him up
See
around
if we
the
do how we
37.
do on the toss. And get that edge over there.
They'll toss this
Good.
right side to Taylor.
Not bad.
And that'll go for a gain of about 4.
See, the last thing I want is when doing this run blocking adjustments, I don't want them to become stupid. Like I don't want players to become dumb. You know? I don't want blockers to become dumb just because we want a challenge. And so, counter, not bad. Hey, Dade, what's up? Dade County on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I didn't realize my YouTube was unlisted for the stream, so sorry about that. But now you're just in the thick of it. Stay in. So really just, yeah, just ironing out the sliders really with this team here. Trying to get it in a good spot. Trying something a little bit different than what I've been doing with the blocking the back. And then just kind of the effects from that. Just about done with this because this is looking all right for the, at least for the All Pro. I need to revisit the All Madden. I made the similar changes, and I just need to do a quick regression test to make sure that that is still working as well. Pretty sure I didn't really change anything like globally that's going to affect it. And that's good too. Good coverage still. So I'm happy with how it's playing right now. Let's just see how their running was. I think before their running was still pretty good. So, and 16th in rushing for the league, and already making decent yardage. So let's see if we run a couple blitz. And of course, just a disclaimer: I'm always just running coach suggestion when I'm testing it. You know, I don't want to skew the results for somebody who may come in and be a better player or a better coach in a way. So that's why I just love running. Let's see if they can establish the run a little bit. That's good. He tried to hit that. I wish he would have gone a little bit more north-south, but that's okay.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, my man, what an advantage for any
Oh, nice. This should help it, because that was a big focus of mine as well, to get the slow sim started in a good spot. That was nice right there. Great catch. Find out what time now.
It's good for a Charger first down.
It's not going to be much change, honestly, but it's going to help, and I think it'll still have some pretty strong slow sim. And I'll show off some slow sim also, just to make sure. The main thing, though, what I like about this is that definitely the quarterback. This is a good run here. The good thing is the quarterback has just a little bit more kind of toughness and kind of like more human approach, not constantly going for deep balls, different type of throws, and not just taking sacks.
We're back in Southern California.
And I want the same to be both, the slow sim and when we play. And that's what I really tested on for the All Madden set. So I just need to, I just need to go back and verify if it's all right. I was going to tweet this. I don't know if I should. I don't usually tweet slider testing. People only care about when it's done. Wait. Oh, look, that's pretty decent. We're higher in overall, but in terms of context to the league, they're 16th, and so they're running a lot better than that, and that's kind of what you want with All Pro. So that's good. I feel good about this. Let's go ahead and jump into some slow sim and make sure it just runs as is. Oh man, I didn't mean to do that either. Let's go. This will let me. Let's just run it out. That way I can catch up on some real quick text messages from YP. Okay. Yeah, because if this can pass for slow sim, I'll be happy with that too. I don't know how you guys feel about music playing in the background.
In terms of rushing touchdown.
Yeah, that's what I like right there. So just kind of that quick drop and pass, but the good thing is the coverage is there. And even if you miss the tackle, that's how it should be. I don't want it to be just everybody's wide open, and then I also don't want to see the quarterback not be able to throw.
Now give running left with Taylor.
Very nice run.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he gets this up to the 42.
And so now this, of course, uses the computer values. And the changes from the current set are 4 changes. 2 to penalties and 2 to gameplay sliders. So really the penalty had just dropped offensive holding down to 45 from 55. And then blocking the back I actually dropped all the way down from 80 to 30. I'm using a little bit of a theory here where 50 is the highest. And so I want to split the benefits of the run and the benefits of the pass, and I think that's helping them be a little bit more direct, being a little bit more less hesitant, right? But still throwing into coverage like you've been seeing, and so that's a little bit different than the previous sets. where I put the high block in the back. So I've got it a lot lower this time. And this also helps the run game because now, you know, you see a little more push in the backs that don't get called back. And that animation does trigger a little bit, but not to the point that it's overdone. And so it's helped the run game a little bit too. Because run blocking is on. I did bump run blocking for the computer to 55, and that really made a difference for the initial. And then the rest of the way, the second level is with the block in the back. And so, and you still have, you can see, you still have plenty of penetration there. Hey, Brian. Jumped in. Yeah, I was just testing user versus CPU, and I passed my test, so I'm good with that. And now I'm just seeing if it's a seamless change, if anything needs to be changed for the slow sim side. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. This is just a good way to kind of verify the animations and just kind of make sure everything's working the way it should. And see right there, forced pass, right? I like it, just throwing into coverage and trying to make those tight windows, and that's the NFL for you. There's tight windows, and some guys can pull it off and some can't. He had more. He had time. It wasn't a pressure throw, really. It's just good coverage. Maybe a little psychic there from the DB, but an all-pro, I'm okay with it. As long as there's no overdone, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. But the offside hasn't changed, which usually controls that. So the timing of the throws and the timing of the runs, yeah, but not bad. QB needs to slide. Have you not been seeing them slide on slow sim? It's a good throw right there. So there we go. Good sack. And that kind of sack, that's a good sack to me.
It's a loss of 7. Work to do now is
it's just a push through the line, and he really didn't have time to avoid it. I think that's the first sack of the game. Quick throw. Good. I know how it's going to feel. It's like people are going to say, oh man, the quick throws are back, the instant throws. It's not quite an instant throw if there's the coverage is there. And see, and then you get the good mix up here. And so as long as there's variety, people don't feel like it's Robo QB. A lot of people have issues with Robo QB because it's always been like instant throws and very open throws and things like that. And now there's a little bit more variety. And that's what I was missing a little bit from the previous sets. And college football will be playing the same way of what I've tested. So I'm pretty happy with that as well.
The Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll start out first down and 10.
I'm just going to let this play out till the end of the half. And then we'll do a full, I got to jump into all Madden after this. So far, this is passing the test. I'm happy with this so far on both user versus CPU and then slow sim. So both are passing the test for me. See what he does here. I don't like that. That's one of those things with intentional grounding that is always one of those things where they kind of freak out. And you just have to kind of figure out, like, if you want them to stay in the pocket or not. So, like, if I go back into anything, it would be like, should that be on or off? And with how the sacks go up, you kind of want them to get out of the pocket, right? But at the same time, you don't want them to do that where they kind of freak out. But how consistent is it, right? That's the first time I've seen it in almost a half. So let's just see if it's like a chain reaction. Okay, good. So he's finding the spot, makes the run. And that's what Richardson should do.
Close to the 30-yard line. How about that play off the call
PSG,
sheet
what's up,
to
man?
convert
Good to see
3rd
you.
and 18 for a first down.
Yeah, so we're in a good little spot here.
Off the play fake, it's
See,
Richardson.
good. Throwing into traffic again.
It's incomplete. The defender
Of course, we
right
hate
there
that
with him.
animation. We
It
really do
brings
hate
up
that
second
animation.
down.
I hate that animation. But I think we have to live with it.
Richardson
Let's see what he does. Okay, so here he could have freaked out. He avoids the rush. I love that.
playing the pocket right.
Curling around.
They do a really nice job taking away his
I like
first
that.
and second read, but what they
All
fail
very
to
good
do
right
is
there.
account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
So far we haven't seen the chain reaction of the intentional grounding that causes that kind of freak out moment, but we do have a scrambler here, so we need to test a little bit. There you go. That's good too. And that's similar to how it happened to Herbert earlier. That pressure just goes right up the middle.
He's in there to drop him. And it leads to
Before he had
fourth
plenty of time in the pocket, and then, you know, I think that's that fatigue playing a role also.
The pressure is coming
I'm
from
happy
right
with that.
Before the ball is snapped, he's got to get this ball out of his hand to his outlet, to his hot receiver.
I meant to get rid of that player card. You guys know I don't play online, but that player card
It's an easy
apparently is
sack.
like
It's
from
gonna bring up fourth down.
Ultimate Team. I don't know. So new to me, and I can't get rid of it. I saw an AI it mentioned how to do it, and I forgot to do it. Got caught up in streaming. You guys know I rarely stream, so.
Possession. And before this drive gets going, why don't we take a look at some of the leading contenders in the race to see who might take home the award as the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and
2
11.
minutes remain here in this first half.
26-yard line.
Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Now, Herbert. Quick throw, slant. Caught by Johnston.
Heck of a throw, heck of a
Get
catch.
about 6 before he's taken down.
See how their 2-minute offense is. That's good.
For Johnston. And he's gonna pick
Yeah,
up the first
yeah. A
down.
couple guys got it yesterday. I've had mine since the beginning.
Got beyond it.
Oh, yeah. I've had mine since early August, whenever they first released them. I've been playing it, yeah. I like it. You know, it's only so much I can say about it, right? But I hope you're enjoying it, Michi. I think it's on the right track. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully they're getting some good feedback. We've got a guy who takes our feedback pretty well and can send it directly to the devs. So we'll see if that can be something that can continue.
Throwing is Herbert on
Let's see what we
third
do
down.
here. Oh,
Over the middle and
another pick.
intercepted.
Interesting.
Linebacker Zaire Franklin.
That's 2 picks now.
Love to see his weapons do a better
And those are
job
some
of
forced passes.
the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage. A lot of little
Coverage is
windows
good.
to throw
I'm really
through.
liking the coverage.
Yes,
That's how
anytime you
I
turn the
like
ball
it to
over,
be.
It's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
Here's the Indianapolis
I want the
offense.
coverage to
Now
be
as they
there.
get
I
set
don't
to
mind.
take over
I
once
don't
more.
mind.
They've got great
You know,
starting
missed
position
throws
with
or anything like that.
four
That's a
fields
missed
to
throw.
try to get
It's
back in
not.
this
You know,
one. It is 1st and 10.
at the NFL level, that's a missed throw.
That one complete to Pierce.
Sure, I'll see some miscommunication throws. That's fine.
Timeout.
And that's definitely there. I've definitely seen that too. So this is playing pretty well so far. This is passing the
When you
test.
call these double moves, you're going for broke. And you're
I'm trying to
looking
figure out
throw
how I
this
can put
ball
on the
over
text
head
to you
of the
guys so I
defense.
can
So
tell
give a
you
lot of
what
credit to
I'm
the defensive
using
backs.
since you
Yes,
guys are in
it's a
here.
completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called the
Timeout.
No, it's Daniel Jones all the way, Cam.
Second,
Sorry, bud.
as the clock will stop with 55 seconds
Good to
to
see
go
you, man.
until halftime.
Cam is one of my main testers and
Richardson
good
to
friend.
throw here on first
So
and 10.
appreciate you stopping by, brother.
That's Pittman.
Like I said, we'll do some Madden here. All pro right now. Finishing it off with slow sim.
Richardson.
And then we're gonna jump into All Madden, and then we'll do slow sim on All Madden, and then we'll jump into college football. And he's got the time. Tackle. I remember those days when quarterback controversy. Actually, no, the Chiefs didn't really have that.
He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good.
And I won't include it as a requirement. I'll put it in as a personal preference. I'll put a little note, but I use field goal power 55. And even on 55, I don't see many big kicks. So I think it's maybe the field goal accuracy is also at 42. So like I like how it plays that way.
All right, Mike,
because I like that
oomph
on the kick.
Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it.
That's awesome. Hard reset, yeah, if you're definitely needing to do that.
And it begins at Arrowhead.
I'll do a hard reset. Actually, I rarely do one, to be honest with you. I know there's some guys out there that really recommend it, you know. And I think if things get really bad, like if it's like a matter of like animations, right? If they go off the mark, then for sure I definitely suggest that. I suggest it to a point. See, I'm a problem solver, so I always try to keep going and going. I rarely just say, okay, well, this is just something that needs to happen, and I need to just make a reset and force it. And the problem with the reset for me is that I'll never know what I did, and so I need to find a solution. And the problem is the hard reset is a kind of a global solution, right? Everybody can do that, and hopefully it fixes it, but I need to know another way. So the All Pro set I feel good about. I'm just going to show that super quick. Sorry, my phone is blowing up, and I think it's just my wife. Not. It is other things. I'm also a soccer coach, so I'm always getting messages from parents. Respect. Thanks, ESG. I appreciate that, man. And I love the channel. I'm watching silently. I need to get caught up on a lot of your stuff because I love it. All right, so let me just show what we're working with here. So this is specifically for All Pro. 60 stays. The big change is offensive holding at 45. Just a little bit of a hold longer for the pass blocking so I can keep that lower. Because again, I don't want guys to dominate the line, and I don't want them to be dumb either. So I like this value here, and it helps with the run game a little bit as well in the second level. The biggest change is the illegal block in the back. This went all the way down from 80 down to 30. And this is my working theory, is that I think this value shouldn't be higher than 50. I think 50 is kind of where you get the more in favor of the passing side, and you don't get as much help on the running side. Because when we had it at 80, if we were to use a scale of 50 to 100, at 80 it'd be helping the passing side because it lets the computer step up in the pocket, but it hurts the running game because the running game gets called for blocking the backs constantly when that value is so high, right? So that I was playing the other day and I got like 5 blocking the backs in one game, and I'm thinking to myself, well, okay, there's something going on with blocking the back. How can I use it the other way? And so that's the working theory here, is that 1 to 50, and I'd keep it at least, at lowest I would go is 15, because you don't want the animation to not show up anymore. Because even at 1, and I tested 1, 5, and 10, at 10 the animations showed up less, and so below that it was even just kind of not even showing up at all, and the benefits just didn't work out anymore. So at 30 I think it's been really good so far for the All Pro set. Now I have it on 15 in the All Madden set, but let me jump into the gameplay sliders. So for the user, that's all the same. 48 is the run blocking, so I got bumped down from 50. And that's just for the initial. And then after that, I'm just my personal preferences of raising up field goal power and lowering field goal accuracy. For the computer size, just 42. And then the run blocking got a bump to 55 from 50. So 2 down on QB accuracy and then 5 up on run blocking. And that's just for the initial run block. And then let everything else kind of mold from there. And that block in the back, I feel like really helps the running back and kind of knowing where to hit those gaps at times, right? I'm not going to say it's a catch-all and not going to say it's 100% a fix. My assumption when I initially was testing is like, oh, I'm going to go really low and they're going to find everything. That wasn't the case. I think there's a threshold no matter what. And I think that needs help on both sides, both the passing game and the running games. So 30 is a big change for that. And I still see the computer quarterbacks still step up in the pocket. So I'm still pretty happy with that. But now I'm going to load up the Madden. All Madden, right? So we're going to go, this is at 50. Offensive holding is at 50. And then that's it. We're at 15. This is the lowest because it's all Madden. I want to kind of take full advantage. And then here I need to load up version 2. So this is all the same. It really is just the same. I don't know why I renamed it version 2 because it's all the same. Pretty sure it's all the same. Let me just make sure. These are sometimes the things that I miss when I have it in front of me. If I don't double check. Okay, yeah, we're good. The CPU is different. So big change for the computer really is just 38. That's it. That's the only change. So 3 changes for the all Madden. I dropped it from 40 to 38, and that's only because when block in the back went from 80 down to 15, it really started to make the computer quarterback really get moving and slinging that ball quickly. And I kind of wanted to, I wanted kind of the best of both worlds there. So I need their running backs to be a lot better as well. So because the tackling value for the user is a little higher than what it is on All Pro. So we're going to just jump in. Let's see, change this. And always recommend just resetting your sliders in the franchise and then importing your custom sliders. Just make sure that legal contact stays on, then everything else looks correct. So see, we already messed up. So I'm a little picky about this. Rather than manually changing it, I'm gonna go change it real quick. Offside is 70 for the all Madden set. Got to get that. Let's double check everything. 755, 50, 40, 15, 50. Oh, this is my screen for my Excel sheet, so I'm looking this way. Roughing the passes. Yeah, I knew I got one. 55. On, off. Central grounding is off. Okay, good. Okay. Back on. And then, so we're just going to play and see I'm just going to verify animations look right. And we're going to play that exact same game that we played in All Pro and see how it plays. See if it plays a little bit differently. My kid was coming home at 6, so I gotta just step away for just a moment after when he does ring the doorbell. Just make sure I put all Madden. Okay. Time. Okay. Let's double check. Make sure that legal contact loves to jump off sometimes. Okay. That's not the same game. We can change. Aren't they wearing this? Oh, shoot. still haven't fixed that bug, have they? You can bounce out of it. That's different. We changed theirs. Sheesh. All right. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, did I really? Yeah, stop. I did not realize. I didn't know. I didn't think I did. No. I must accidentally press play the moments.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker, and here we go from LA.
All right, let's see how it goes.
Here's Anthony Gould. And it's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And bringing him out as one of the league's most tooled-up quarterbacks, Brock. He's trying to reach a new ceiling here in year 3. Anthony Richardson.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted now. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest fit into the draft. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game.
And again, I don't control the running back. I just snap it most of the time when I'm testing. I just like to. I don't like to skew anything. If I'm a really good, guy, the joysticks, controlling the running back and stuff. So I like to just see how it plays out. But I'll change it up. Like sometimes I'll test and I'll control everything. But sometimes I won't. Sometimes I'll just snap, like kind of like coach mode. I just want to, I just don't like to skew any kind of data that I'm getting. Oh, I threw it late. That's terrible. Oh, I didn't complete it either.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure.
Really, I just kind of, this is a regression test, right? So I just want to see how the computer plays.
They're led out by the 6th-year pro
In the
out of
attack,
Oregon.
or in,
Conducted his
in offense
entire
more than
career
anything.
so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week.
Well, let's see. They ran a couple times.
Played a big part in the victory, no question.
Good.
So keeping it clean,
Good.
not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense.
So I still felt like I could push the line, but I couldn't get to him. That's a nice little throw. Now, see, I still feel active in the line, so I feel good about that. And considering holding's not at 45 on the all Madden set, it's on 50. But pass blocking is really close to default, 52 and 51. So, see, I feel the push, which is good. A couple dump offs from him too, but I know on the previous one he didn't try to dump it off. But I got there in time. So, 3rd down. They didn't run. So we'll see how that goes. See if they start running that after this drive. Good play. Not quite forced. Again, I'm just using coaching suggestions as well. Again, I don't want to skew anything. First run. It's a good one. Can't ask for much than that, just 4 yards, and he doesn't have, like I said, there's 16 in the league. I know I could probably just go and base the whole time, but I just want to see what comes up. Not bad.
Drives him back out of field goal range,
I know he
Bronx.
lost it. I know it's
Just
your tackle for a loss. That's gonna happen. But like we see it again. Like you see that he's running into the lineman. He's got the pulling guard there. Yeah, see, they just run into each other. Oh, the fullback, actually. Is that the fullback? Yeah. But it just runs too fast. Trying to hit that. And that was a counter, so yeah, that was pretty much what I thought would happen.
Find a way to make a miss in the backfield.
Alright, let's see if we can put some pressure on them here. Only 3 more. Oh, there's 4. Great. That's good awareness. And that's why intentional grounding, you just gotta have to. I think it's better to be off for Madden. And we'll see how this plays afterwards, which we'll jump into college football here pretty soon. Because this is passing the test for what I'm seeing. And, you know, I've tested this pretty much for the last couple days. And I'm just now doing my regression testing, so just kind of going back to the difficulties that I already played on and felt good about, and just making sure that they're still good. And so far, so good. Pretty happy so far.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Third down, give to Hampton.
Yeah. Nice ball.
And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers have a great first drive and get the game's first points.
I'm pretty happy with it, so I haven't really seen too many issues, guys. And you guys saw it. It was only 3 changes, 2 to penalties and 1 to gameplay sliders. So I'm not upset with it. Pretty happy with that.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Gould on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Colts and Anthony Richardson headed back onto the field. And it's not just a blip for him this year. He's been one of their go-to scorers on the ground as we get through the heart of this season, leading all quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, so we'll probably jump into slow sim after this.
Here's 1st and 10.
And then call it good for Madden.
Progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on first.
Nice one.
He's got space. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 27-yard line.
Happy with that too.
That'll go for an 18-yard
Let's see the
gain.
replay.
And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That's just
Did I see the replay yet? Nope. I just gotta see the highlights. Hold on. I just want to make sure that we're not holding on to. The receivers aren't holding forever. Its blocking is on 50 from 55. Nah, we're good. Little, see, like some of the push in the back animation helps the runs a bit. See, a little bit, but not crazy amounts. So that's really good. Really good.
frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
We're just gonna keep running and just see what we get.
First down, and they go right back to it. No repeat success.
Good mix.
He only is able to get back to the line on this play.
You want to see the term
We'll try
read
and
and react
toss.
to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
We'll toss. Good. Blown up a bit. I think if the user was in control there, bouncing that outside. But there was a little danger right away with. I think that was the corner there. So let's see if we can go into traffic here. Not a control. Animation was good. Kind of DPI animation there. And I'm feeling good. I'm gonna jump into slow sim because I got no issues with anything there. I'll let this ride out. See how it plays. Man, drinks. Oh,
This is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10.
Their own 10-yard line.
First call here coming from
Well,
the
I
shotgun.
feel good about that. That's some good testing for Madden.
Here's Hampton.
Let's see how all Madden runs on slow
See
sim.
him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
And this, you know, if I don't have to make those slow sim adjustments, so like the high pass blocking like I have on version 1, I'll be really, really happy.
Some on the quick hitter. And not much to
Because I
it.
don't
He's
like
stopped
to
quickly.
have values so high. Because I think right now they're super high for college football. Oh yeah, well run blocking actually went to...
He
Yeah,
will be stopped now, though. Not to like about
went to
that
55, so it's on 52 right now. That's not bad.
15 yards. And the Chargers
52 and 51 right now. So, yeah.
first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Decent coverage there. Kind of your slingshot, all men type of throw. I think for the aesthetics, probably all pro looks better, right? All man sometimes gets hyped up a bit, but
They'll toss it to
it's still fun to
Hampton.
watch.
This one's going a long way.
And this game is really pretty to watch. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have this on resolution mode. I don't remember what the graphic term is. Favor resolution, because I you know, I go off the, I like the resolution. I like 30 frames per second on my games.
14.
I do have to do the test of 60 frames per second, and I hate doing that, but for the sake of science, I definitely test that,
They draw up on this third
and
and
it is
7.
painful. But since, you know, I did that test already, and I'm happy how it looked. Oh, what a throw. What a breakup, too. That was nice. I'm going to take a look at that real quick.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there.
Love that.
Now they're up against
What?
it
I
here
can't get
on
out.
4th down.
Oh man.
In punt formation.
I guess I won't be able to see that one.
And he'll get under this one. And
Can I see that one, please? Probably not. Probably not. Oh, yes, we can. Okay, good. Alright, so let's see. Good stuff here. Good pockets formed, alright. A little open. But yeah. What I love, again, this is all Madden taking shots into traffic, into, you know, contested passes, and there you go. Not quite the animation I'd want the DB to pick out, but enough that I'm happy the quarterback is brave and trying throws like that. And that's how, like, you know, that's what you want. You want good coverage, and you still want them to act like robo QBs, to have the mindset of a robo QB, but then have passes broken up because the coverage is good. I think robo QB kind of gets a bad rap because it's so negative. And I understand that, but I think most people don't know why there's robo QB. Give me 2 seconds. I will be right back. All right. Kiddo just got home, so. All right, I was playing well right there.
This our last play of the quarter.
Let's see how else this goes.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10.
Oof.
And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
It's a gain of 10. And a Colts.
I mean, I'm not seeing any issues here.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this.
And again, this is all just regression testing, and regression testing just means I'm just reviewing what I did earlier,
They've got it first to begin the
and I'm just going back around, right? So I did my all-pro testing,
It's Taylor. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line either.
finished that up, so testing on that, and then all Madden after initially working this 2 days ago, so just coming right around and making sure the animations are right and slow sim is working the way I thought it would without having to use those high values. So pretty happy.
A gain of 14. First down, Indianapolis.
I just get a little bit more variety. A little bit more variety is what I want. Just, you know, a little bit quicker decision making from the quarterback as well. Look at that move. Nice little open play.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Colts.
Play action with Richardson.
Oh, he's in trouble. Play action, we're always going to hurt.
Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Okay.
Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang
Up
on
throw.
to the contact.
Up catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have
We'll
third
jump into
down.
college football here in a minute. Just want to see how this
Shotgun with
happens.
Richardson.
There you go. Good pressure right in front.
And the defense comes through. That's gonna back them up and bring up fourth down.
Awareness. That's what I call it. Game awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert
Trying to
here.
just
And as
make
we work
sure
our way through this
everything's
regular
alright
season,
with
you can see he's currently sitting in the top
structure of the
league in
sliders.
passing. Carried by Harris here to start the drive.
Good toss
The
play.
opening play of this drive.
Always hit or miss.
From this defense.
I'd like them to keep running, so that's good. I want to see more runs. They probably won't run now,
We talk
but
about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so
maybe we
far
can
behind
keep
the
run
sticks.
blocking at
It takes
55
a
if that kind of
superhuman
stuff
effort now on
continues.
second
It's
down.
on 52 now. Good pressure.
Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Got rid of the ball.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Dude, so the pressure as well. It's coming from the defensive line as it should. It's not every single time. Bit of a give up play. That's fine with me.
One does not go far. The Chargers lined up in
And we
one
have seen him
formation.
throw different types of throws too, so he's not just dinking and dunking.
And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
Yeah, I've got
Colts
no.
have running back Jonathan Taylor headed out with the rest
Don't
of
really
the
see
offense.
anything that needs to be changed.
And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback, as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Short pass brought in. And he'll get it up
Yeah,
at the
sometimes they just
38-yard
make
line.
throws just to, just move up the field little by little. That's fine with me. No, I haven't checked the comp
Working from
percentages or anything like that yet. So, oh man, there's the freak out on the IG. That's the second time he's been sacked.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column.
I
Because as
mean,
you're
they
seeing
did
today,
just
it totally
obliterate the
disrupts
line a
rhythm,
bit.
the continuity in any success.
But it's not like
for
they
an
haven't had
offense.
chances. I mean, I don't mind if there's pressure. How consistent. That's why I want to see how it plays out the entire game.
returning for the Chargers.
I think it's what, 2 sacks? We'll check
Fair
halftime.
catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Running it with Hampton. Takers in after 7. We've got 7-3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Herbert now off the play fake. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that was good right there.
Connection on the last play.
Looked like the
And now third
DPI
down.
animation a bit, but it's still a good one. And there's your offsides. That's going to happen on 70.
This is gonna give them the first.
Which is fine because false start will also happen, so it's a good balance hack. I'm happy with both those. Those values are in good shape for all Madden. And I've seen it on All Pro as well, considering it's on
Instead of
60.
third down, they're now
So.
defending 1st and 10.
Okay with that.
Running it after the penalty. That's good for a gain of 5. Great play. They're taken down.
And your offsides will control 2 parts. You know, the main thing with penalties is like there's always a balance act of something that helps the run game and something that helps the passing game, based on what you're trying to address, right?
Space as he crosses the 45.
And so offside is one of those as well. The problem is people they want to see penalties, so they go super, super high,
Play action now.
and they don't realize that that really affects some parts of the game.
It's his fullback.
And then they try to go super low because they try to affect the game too much.
They send him out.
And they think it's always a value scale of 1 to 99, but it's not. It's based on when the animation stops and when it stops becoming effective.
It's Hampton on 2nd.
So like in college football, I was trying offside really low because I was thinking, oh wow, seeing a difference in animation from the running back. Turns out that's just a byproduct of other values and just a byproduct of just variance. And people don't really think about variance as well. They don't think about like, oh, this just so happened to be the game that I played, the 3rd game that I played of the same game. This thing happened. And then they think, okay, well that changed everything. I'm going to keep that going. And then they go and play a different game. And they don't do any regression testing. And so, as an actual software tester, as my job, really what I just logged out of for the day, which is why I'm here, we do regression testing all the time. And we do it every 2 weeks, right? So in this scale, I'm running it probably every 5 days. Especially with patches dropping. Oh man, they didn't make it. Nice. Is that 4th down? Oh, that was 3rd down. Okay. So a lot of the values get retested, and that's why I have minimal changes unless the title update significantly changes something. So nice little conversion there. I'm not unhappy with this as the slow sim. I don't think I need to push the high blocking or high run blocking either. So I'm really happy with that. Nice little floater there. I don't know if his arm got hit or something. I'm not upset with that either.
Tight end going in motion here. Now Herbert to throw.
That's a nice touchdown. And that's that feel of pressure and making a good throw and not able to defend it. The coverage was there. It was right on him. He just didn't make a good throw.
So
Or, sorry, you made a good throw.
Looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Wait a
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers double their lead to 14. Now we'll see the medical team head out towards the Charger, who's still on the field and in some pain. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Gould on the return.
That was nice. He kept running
Back
after
is
that.
gonna end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. And down a couple of scores, Brock. They probably try to get this into field goal range to trim that lead before halftime. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
Yeah, Cam's QB is struggling.
Taylor out of the backfield. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Probably why they have big fat 0 on the board.
Richardson
Oh,
fires
first
for
flag of the
the
day.
outline.
I think it was
And they
holding.
hit big there on that second
Oh
down.
no,
It's
yeah,
Ellis
that's one we'll
Brown
see a
with that
lot.
penalty flag
That's an
down.
on-off.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they
So
respond.
not unhappy with that either.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got second
I
and
don't
15.
think we're gonna have a 2-minute offense here. I guess they're going for it.
Richardson. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr.
Nice little
This is
move there.
close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spot to the 37. It's going to be third down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's it, second. Third down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. It's money in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To the air on his first down, Richardson.
Why is he running?
Oh, he's on the move.
I guess he saw an opening there.
And they take him down. Working quickly here.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts.
Looking to throw.
Does he have time to? Oh,
And this
look.
one's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
There you go.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect.
All right, so it should be thrown for the end zone here, right?
Execution phase
See
for
it.
this offense might be
Let's see it,
time
Richardson.
really to get back to basics, to the calls.
Does he have the time? He does.
He lost it deep left.
Not the best throw in the world.
Disaster averted. He knocks it
Okay,
away deep
let's jump into college football now.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done.
I mean, but
as we get
overall,
ready
I'm
for
happy,
EA
guys. I
Sports
mean,
halftime report
Madden
with
26
Scott
set
Hanson.
is
Our
done.
trip around the NFL
I'll get version 2
starts
posted here
now.
shortly
It
because that
begins
is
in
good
Kansas
to go.
City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Raiders in the
Let me
AFC
exit
West.
this here. 2 seconds.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Needed a little more to reach the land.
You can never sleep in traffic. 'Cause living still.
All right. Let's do regression testing on all Madden. I need to think of like position 1, 2, because like I can move. Whole thing. There we go. Okay, so offside 75, 50. So false start went from 60 to false to 50. And then 50. The offensive holding stays. Base mask is 40 still. So this is the big one, is the 15. Again, this is the same, similar to how the All Madden was, but I did college football first, so, and I did a whole testing on that. So player skills stay the same. CPU is a little different. They went from 35 to 32. Well, that's it, really. 3 changes. So let's jump into it. Don't remember which one. Okay, yeah. Just make sure, because I haven't changed anything, I don't think. Yeah. Well, let's just make sure everything looks all right. 15. Okay, good. And then we're gonna go in. I've done most of the. Haven't done this one, so let's go into this one. Could be a good little matchup right here. Oklahoma State with a little advantage, but not much. What, can they wear something else? Oof. A little too orange for me. Come on, guys. Give me something. So many options. No, because then you look like since. All right, they'll wear white pants. Pants, white pants. There are no white. There are no different white socks, I guess. So, white. We have white on too. We do a different helmet. There we go. What other helmet do we have? I thought we have like a chrome one here. Ooh. Maybe not. Alright, let's put on black and call it a day. Alright. Okay. Then I gotta move in.
In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome
Yeah.
to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of the Cowboys, where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. And the Cowboys will put total weather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Bearcats offense will go to work first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can
All right,
depend on
so
them. They can
let's see
get
how this
other
plays
guys
out.
lined up. They're always motivated.
You're a
They're always
tasty
being
bear
a
right here,
great
I'll tell you
teammate.
what.
These are the
Oh
guys
my.
that coaches love.
Blown up right
And
there.
big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this.
Still gonna
Be sure
run.
to see what they do
I,
today.
honestly, nothing really has changed, so it shouldn't really make that big of a
Drive at
difference.
second and 11. The give to the back.
Cool.
And how
I should have
about the
controlled him a
work
little
up
better.
front by that big defensive line.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on him.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Sorsby. Looking down the middle.
Oh, ho,
And
ho.
that's incomplete. A
Caught
defender
it.
all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set
Alright,
up
we're
third
still in
ones
good-
like
good
that,
shape
you can
here.
show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw. That's how you force incompletions and force fourth down.
Still pushing the back a little bit there, not bad. So
But they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Oklahoma State's offense headed onto the field.
So
Our
the
first
same
look at
thing.
them
Since this
today.
is a
It just-
since
it's
this
always
is
fun to
a
see a
regression
guy who
test, we're
bench
just gonna do the
out
same
and see
thing
if
that I
he
did with
can
Madden.
answer
It's
the
just
bell and get
making
things
sure
done.
user
When we
versus
talked to
CPU
him
still
this
looks
week,
good,
he
and then
knows
we
that
jump
people are out
into
there
a slow
questioning
sim.
him. I think that leaves a big chip on
Go
his
from there.
shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing.
See how their
proving
run
is
game
one thing,
goes.
Jess, like, but it's not about you.
Didn't
And this
check,
is a team game.
what they are in the
Obviously,
nation,
quarterback
but
position is so dependent on
pretty
others'
good.
success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one
Ay,
down the
ay, ay.
sideline.
Beat him.
Snags it, and he ran away from the
So
defense.
still
Take it
plenty
in.
of variety, guys. Don't worry about that.
Cowboys.
I think he just got beat.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my
Stepped
job
up
as
in
a
the pocket, no
quarterback is
problem.
to
So
put
it's
that
not
ball
just,
up
you
in the
know,
air, keep it away from the
style you
safety.
set on
Just
80.
that.
It's
Receiver
something to do
touchdown,
with blocking
catch.
back in
Nice
general.
pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
I'm just gonna replay it super quick just to see, make sure we didn't see any kind of glitching or anything like that. I think it's just really tight. Yep. It's not like any slowdown either. He's just too fast for him. Too big also. This is a mismatch, you know. If I was a smarter player. But again, I don't want to skew
Getting set
anything,
for the
right? So
extra
I was trying
point
to
after
play it
putting
as
the
is.
scoreboard to work
But
for
if
the
I was
first
smarter,
time.
I'd swap out that matchup.
And with the extra point, they get the first
It's still
7
field
of
goal
the
power
game.
52.
Quick strike offense on that three-play
For some reason,
scoring
they're
drive.
weaker in Madden than they are in college
Kick it
football.
away, and this
Starting.
crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Heck of a start, though.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
Nice little move.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They go to the ground.
I was gonna say.
Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can
Run game's still
really get you
solid.
going as they
Still
get it up
liking
for
it
the
there.
36. It's a first
I
and
need to
10.
test All Pro, so I'm not gonna spend too much time.
They'll ride the hot hand. They can
And I promise
rely on this
those
guy
of
to
you who
pick up
have been,
solid yardage
you know,
when they need
seen
it.
my stuff
He's out
before,
for
this is kind of how, this is a
the Bearcats
as raw as I
really
can
attack
call
on
it.
this second and short.
Close that door real quick. Check on my dog real quick, 1 sec. Okay.
They'll give it to the back.
Ooh, blown up.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dropping back, it's Sorsby.
Oh, I didn't see that second.
Oh, they really could have used that
That's good
pass there.
defense, I think.
Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bearcats
I saw him
will
hit that
send out the
underneath,
punt
and then I
unit.
didn't see the
This will be the
linebacker.
second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. This drive opens up at the 23-yard
I
line.
mean, everything is playing how I expected it to, kind of like how it's been playing for me on my testing. So, I was thinking about going deep.
Unloads to the wideout.
It's a smart play.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked
Thought
up
about
the
it.
first down.
He didn't.
The Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football.
Let's see more
Had
running
time,
from him. Oh, here we go.
spins
Nope.
the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
I want to see a little bit more
We have an
running.
injury on that last play, and
I don't
we'll
think
take
it's
a
gonna be
break
an
to check
issue.
him out. Off play action. And that's
Good.
gonna be
Still throwing into the traffic. I mean, they should. It's a pretty low quarterback accuracy, which I really didn't want to lower, but at the same time, couldn't keep it where it was because they're just a lot better, a lot quicker with their decision making. So I didn't want to overdo it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Look at that, underthrown a bit, but still
Big time
got him.
catch along the sideline, got the foot down.
Like not a perfect throw.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it.
Not bad, not bad at all.
Oklahoma State.
One of the reasons this offense
We'll
is
just
so
jump into the
exciting
slow
to watch,
sim
they've
now,
got
'cause
guys that
that
are
felt pretty
dangerous
good.
after the catch.
See a wobbly
If this
throw,
quarterback
not
gets to
super
his
perfect.
position, David,
A
gets
little
him
bit
in
behind
stride,
him.
These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job.
Not bad. We'll take that. All right, Heisman is good to go. We're just going to jump into real quick slow sim and make sure everything looks okay there.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Fires left. Got his man. Turning it on. And And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying play action.
Oh man.
Pressure coming. Nowhere
I like that
close
little
on that one as he
that little adjustment he did right there.
over the football, and now they face
That was
3rd
really nice.
down.
Can I pause that? No. That was cool.
They'll try to run for it.
Oh, look at that.
Bates his man miss. They bring
Very
him
cool.
down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground.
He cut
Now back
across
to work.
the green on that one.
They'll run it on 1st and goal.
I mean, Slow
That is
Sim's
a
working
big
as it
win
should.
For this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah,
Back to pass.
that's
it's
working well right
Sorsby.
there.
He's got it on the move. And he motors into
I mean,
the
I'd
end
say
zone.
Slow Sim's working the way it should.
Touchdown, Bearcats.
Really nice stuff right there.
And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Ready to try the point after.
Coach Clay, thanks for following.
And
Promise
after
I'm
the
gonna
extra
try to be
point, they've
consistent.
cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're
Still
coming up
fairly
to tee it up
new
with a kickoff, and that last score was a
at
robust
getting, well, not
kill for
new.
this
I'm not
crowd.
new. I'm just out of season, I guess.
Here he
Haven't
comes from inside his own five.
rarely get time to
He was
really
looking
post.
for some running room, but not much to be found as he
Thanks,
stopped
Coach.
at
I
the
appreciate
18.
that.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard
Yeah, just
line.
about feeling pretty good here on the
Off the
Heisman
play
set
fake on
and the
first
Heisman
down, wants
changes.
to throw.
There's 3
In the
changes,
backfield, it's 4.
and so
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
oh, look
Got
at
it
that.
behind the
Nice
line.
little
It's
play
4.
there.
Still on his feet at the 45. Ridden out of bounds
That's
at the
awesome. I'm glad they like him.
Big
I mean,
play for this offense.
for me, I just needed a little bit more variety. I just needed a little bit more, you know, less, you know, silly sacks and a little bit more variety in everything. Type of throws, you know, kind of them showing that they're using a lot of their playbook rather than a lot, you know, what I like to see are the deep balls are really cool, but at the same time, they just are kind of over, like, you don't want to see that every single drive because it, you know, it's well defended most of the time. Just kind of wanted to see what a coach would appreciate, you know, of kind of what you're seeing. So like even right there, you know, underthrown, late pressure, how to get rid of it quicker. That's exactly what I want to see. And you missed that wide. Yeah, penalties are definitely hit or miss. I mean, at this point, they're really being used. At this point, they're only being used for, you know, just gameplay. Hey, football reviews. Oh, well, you know, I'm not super active like I used to be. Dylan, it's funny you mentioned that offensive holding because I've dropped them here. So offensive holding's now at 50 Blocking the back is down to 15. That's 1-5. And then the only other change is QB accuracy at 32 for the CPU from 35. That's it. Those 3 changes. So I'll put it in the chat as well. So offensive holding. I can't type.
They'll run play action.
50. Block.
And they get him at the 32.
This
15.
defense, they are tenacious.
And then
They've got guys up
CPPBA,
front that are athletic and that are so strong
That's
that
it.
they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Those are the only changes that are going to be for the Heisman.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
And I'll tell you that the block in the back
From the gun, running
makes
back on
a
the move.
huge difference.
Lose a yard on that one.
Because where it was
The
strong,
Bearcats send out the punt
another
unit.
dog in here.
3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail
Where it
them
was
out.
strong to be used on the higher side to make the quarterback step up in the pocket and have a pocket form around them. It actually kind of hurt the run game a little bit. And also, you know, they're waiting on that pocket to form. If it doesn't form, they take the sack instead. So what I've done on this one, and I did it on the Madden set, which is pretty much done. I'll be posting that shortly. Is it helps both the run game and the passing game, because now the quarterback is a lot quicker with their decision making. The running back is also quick with their decision making. So best of both worlds with that block in the back change. And see, even right there, like he's under fire, gets rid of it quicker. So not just intentional grounding controlling that, because intentional grounding on this is on, and in Madden I have it off. So blocking the back though is consistently lower. I have it really low in this case because the animation appears, and so it helps the run game. And it also shows up it shows up in the run game, but it won't show up in the pass game. But it's still that same element of creating a pocket or creating that intent for the quarterback to have a pocket. And in this case, they have the opposite, so they think, okay, I need to get rid of that ball a lot quicker. So there's a little higher sense. It's almost like forcing them into like kind of robo QB mentality, but because the coverage is good, it makes a lot of sense. And so that's what I've been testing in the last couple of days on both Madden and college football, and it's been pretty solid so far. And then the balance of kind of like offensive holding, dropping that is going to help with some of the holds just a little bit longer, not too crazy. But these two values and the penalty side really help. And then the QB, because we don't want robo QB, we also want them, to have some misses here and there. We want that chance to happen. We don't want robo QB, but that's why that value's been dropped just a little bit, just 3 points. So yeah, that's it for Heisman. And this is just a regression test, so I've already tested this at length. The All-American, that's going to be a little bit trickier because I haven't looked at that yet. But I imagine I can do the same approach. Yeah, exactly. It was huge. And, at 80, it was good. It was good for the sense of just the passing game. It didn't help the run game because in the run game it would always get called back, right? Especially on those big long runs, and that's kind of like what prompted me to think like we're losing all these runs. We're leaving yards on the table, right? Because the block in the back is being called all the time. So how can I still get the animation to pop up, but then it also benefit the run game? And then come to discover it also helps the pass game. And so it has a little bit quicker, quicker release, quicker throw, quicker decision making, and sometimes that decision making can not always be the best thing for the quarterback because sometimes they'll just, they'll throw into coverage or they'll rush their throw, which will cause them to underthrow it, overthrow it, etc. So, and you'll see that a couple times. But you can see the benefits of the run game here. It's really solid. Slow Sim's a fun way to watch the game. I really love Slow Sim, just watching it. I'll have this on in the background while I'm working. And it just verifies the animations. All of it's pretty solid so far. And when I played just a couple minutes earlier, it was good too. So, but to play slow sim on Heisman is definitely a good thing. You see, there's a forced throw. It's a quick throw. It's forced. It's a different way, you know. And user versus user, I don't play user versus user. I have another controller I could, but it's a little tricky.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I do CPU. I haven't done coach mode. I probably should do that one time. I'm a terrible QB, so I really should. And see, that's nice right there. Has a little bit more time, and you guys saw a couple times he didn't have that much time, right? And then now he has plenty of time to throw it deep. Why not?
This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is just a spectacular punt, and he
no, that's a good point, Decent. So I don't think they have. They've been approaching this the exact same way, and that's why I had to adjust the values, because I had the value at 35. Fumble. I had the value at 35 for QBA after the penalty changes and made the block in the back one, and I started to see, okay, there's a little Robo QB where they're just insta throwing, right? And here I want them to think a little bit more, right? Like that. I want them to have a little bit more thought behind their throws, and a little bit more. But then also that sense of just still being a human and still making, you know, mistakes, like trying to make things happen, trying to push it. And that's how they play against me as a user. And so it's pretty much the same. It's fun to watch, it really is. But here, I'll jump into the second half. I'll control the user. That's nice too right there. So the goal is you should see a lot less sacks and a little bit more smartness, I guess, from both running back and quarterback. Should see some cool animations like this, cutting across the grain, completely turning around. Have to beat the punter. Didn't beat the punter.
Team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there.
Yeah, no worries.
The gift to the back.
This has been a lot of fun. I love like I said, I love watching the game. Look how smooth it is. He ran into his own man.
Running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that. So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's
Oh,
why
sorry, I
you
didn't
bring
realize my
pressure.
stream
That's why you
element's
bring
still
more
putting
guys
up
in the box.
TGC tours,
So
which
you
I
get him
still
before he gets
control
going.
and
Once he
still,
got going,
well, not control,
you
but
can tell it's hard to get a hand on him.
still
Hard to get him to the ground.
true sim guy for that, but long not had to do much work on there. Got an awesome guy named Franz who's doing everything.
Late in the first half.
Yes, no, decent. This is good to go. This is a regression test, meaning I'm going around and retesting to make sure everything works, right? I use terms like that. I'm a software tester by day, so I have a little discipline to retest and, you know, more methodical approach. And so, yeah, I feel good about this. I've tested multiple games and third-party testing, so we're good there. Yeah, I felt pretty good so far about everything here. So this is pretty much those three changes, and it's pretty much done. Let me just make sure I didn't change anything else on the top side. Only other thing I was testing was wear and tear, but nothing's definite on that yet. So, but we need to get into. I need to test real quick the All-American, because that's going to be raw. I don't know what I'm working with there yet. I imagine all I need to do is the block in the back, because I see the values and they're fairly on point. I think I just need to see how the block in the back value works. If that 35 QBA needs to be changed once I drop that block in the back, because the offside's the same at 75. So I should just be able to use. Well, for Madden, I had to drop block in the back to 30 on the All-Pro set, just because the QB needed a little bit more help. And see, now he's got time, and he's misthrowing as well, so it's fun to watch. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna start at 15 and see if that works. Because with All-American, we really need the running back to really get going, and then the quarterback secondary. You know how you have a timeout. Use your timeout. Oh, I guess not. Oh, he made that one.
That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join.
Yeah, so a lot of what I used to do decent, I did start extreme. But I learned from a good friend of mine who passed away a long time ago. Well, not too long ago, back in 1919. Orion from Operation Sports. He's always kind of like, always kept within a certain range, you know? And I used to be the extreme tester, and he would always kind of be more methodical. And so I learned to really just be a little bit more methodical, and it's helped me a lot. But I will test the extreme as I'm scaling down, right? So as I scale, to make sure that the animations stay or if they go away or not. So that's a really big deal to make sure that you know, that we can't go too crazy, because what a lot of people do is they want to raise these penalty values because they want to see the call, right? And I don't blame them. The problem is some of these penalty values don't work in the scale of 1 to 99 from what I've seen. Animation wise, I see them start to happen in the, you know, they can be at the 50 range as the low end, and then only go to like 70 or 30 and go to 70, etc. So it's really just a matter of the balance, but it's highly contextual based on your speed parity, and then the other value that controls the opposite. So like a block in the back controls the attitude and the animation to push the player into the back, whether to get rid of it or not to get rid of it. Or sorry, to get called for it or not get called for it. And something has to balance that out on the other end. So like offside, for example, right? Because where is the player located, you know, when they're performing whatever animation? If the offside's high, it means they're going to be a little bit more spread out. If it's low, it means they're going to get away with it, so they're all going to swarm constantly. So with a higher offside, I can make this work. And I use it as a coverage slider as well, because you think about offsides, you're on the other side of the player, getting closer to the line of scrimmage, right? So that's a coverage slider as well. And there you go. And that's why you see the quarterback throw into traffic, because they think, well, pass coverage is at 50. I can make these throws. But then, you know, these penalty values kind of what take it up a notch. And see, that's why you see all the variety in the throws here. Auto sub, I haven't touched auto sub. It's kind of not my area. I trust the experts there. Sim Gaming Networks, I think, has some really good stuff there. Schneid over there from old school Madden Mania and Operation Sports. So. Yeah, so Hurricane Kane's testing alongside. He's a little apprehensive every time because, you know, I understand he's got a whole franchise he's putting out there. Can't just be testing willy-nilly, right? But he's open. He always tests on his own streams and stuff when he wants, and gives me feedback all the time. So, and if it's good, if I can, you know, show that it looks all right and we're in good shape, only having to test a couple of values, change a couple of values, it's worth it. I think this is a big one, blocking the back adjusted, because it really helps both the run game and the pass game. So I'm quite happy with it. I think it takes care of a lot of things that we were worried about. The pass variety is great. That's really what I'm enjoying. Have you noticed the CP? Oh man, I've missed a couple of guys following, so sorry. I'm not great at this. Playa, coach, thank you. Decent, good to see you. Yep, never lose. Remember, T Hudson 51. Thanks for the follow, guys. I'm not great with all the other stuff. I promise I'll get better at all that. There's your sack. That's okay. It's a good sack though.
That's his second sack of the ball.
I really just thought to myself, you know, it's a Friday. I don't have anything to do. I don't have any soccer for once. My kids don't have soccer. I don't have any soccer because you can see in the background I have a soccer board. I'm a soccer coach, and so I was like, you know what? This is rare occasion. I'm just gonna scream what I'm working on, show it to you guys, and then get it posted here shortly. And then just kind of show what I'm doing for my process. Like the All-American will be kind of the final part of this stream, really. We'll be going to this exact same game and seeing if everything passes. I'm fairly certain it'll be just one value that needs to be changed. I think it's just whatever block in the back value works relative to All-American and QBA. So those two values are kind of what I'm looking at. I just need to have you noticed the drags and mesh. Yeah, not as much. They're really on point, I feel like. It's been tough for me. I've tried it a couple times. I think their coverage is a lot better. But there's definitely room on like All-American. That's why I have that pass coverage value higher on 55 for the CPU to control that a little bit more. High DPI make the defenders coverage. You know what? I think defensive pass interference is similar to interception value. I think it's simply a matter of the animation playing out or not playing out. I don't think it really affects too much in that sense. You see, I don't have it very high. I used to do that. I used to put it really high. I used to put it really low. I used to use it as a point of coverage, right? But I think it's just an animation, because some of these that just come out with animations, right, and don't have a reaction, right? I don't think there's as much strength to it in that case. So like high DPI, it might change the perspective of the CPU, and we don't want this CPU QB to be afraid to throw, right? We don't want them to be I don't want them not to be brave. I want them to, try to fight. I don't want them to dink and dunk and, not go for it and not throw, farther than 5 yards, right? Try deep passes like this. You've seen all the different varieties both these quarterbacks have thrown. And DPI is, at a pretty low value. I think it's on 50. Yeah, it's on 50. So I don't think there's a fear of it getting called in that sense. I think that's more so a power of suggestion that somebody will say that that's what it sounds like it could do. There's no animation that supports it, right? Whether you have it high or whether you have it low, I think there's so many different animations because of all the different routes and stuff that happen, that there's other things that control that kind of close down rate, which is what DPI does. I use offsides. I think offside is a strong one because it controls, again, the run game and the pass. A higher offside will, for the run game, it'll spread them out, which is why you see better running that way, because they're not swarming constantly. So it negates those very fast linebackers a little bit more. And then we help it with blocking the back and then offensive holding. But then lower, which is what I tried in a couple versions before I really knew the strength of it, because every year is different. It could be roughing the passer can also be a value that controls that swarming in that reaction. But with offside lower, it actually made them all swarm so much more all together, and that's why it became really hard to use that as a value, because it was an aggression value and it was a swarming value that made all these linebackers, all these guys go at one, and it just made it really impossible. And then on the other side of that too, the coverage, the perception just was like there's just no room or no spacing. And then so it just became really one note in some of the throws and stuff. And then you'd have to use a kind of a lower quarterback QBA value. And again, it's all relative to other things too, like speed parity. But Yeah, I'd say overall, how we have it balanced now is in pretty good shape. It's kind of crazy, though, all the different things that control this game. But you can see just from here, that first initial burst, right? You got the linebackers. They're not all just crashing into them. And that was another thing, too, with the lower offsides. If they swarm all in one way, it's easier to counter the other way. And then look at all the different play calling that can happen as a result. Oh, we didn't get that. This has been a good game. I got to make sure to get out of it before it ends, though, so we can go back in and test it. We'll go into All-American after this. Missed it. Yeah, that's that 42.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3.
I mean, that's pretty common miss, isn't it? College football.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
So let's see. Up by 1. We see some clock management here. See, there's your push in the back right there. But that makes a difference, right? So like here, I'm just gonna exit real quick if it lets me. Probably gotta let this play come out. I could have just done 30 seconds. I want to go into slow motion. Instant replay. See, he's got the time. He steps up just like blocking the back at 80 does, and look at that. That's crazy. That was awesome too. So when you see the same animation here on 2 sides, you know, of each end of the spectrum, if you will, it's a good sign. It's a good sign for a value that can make a difference. And that's a huge player there. Maybe it's home field advantage that he caught that. I don't know. That's cool though. That's what you expect. Threw it up there for grabs and came down with it. But I just want to show what I mean by 76 yards. See what I mean? I gotta save the last 5 minutes. So let me just go in. Play right before that long here. So just look on, I think it's the tight end. Pushes him in the back. It just opens up just a little bit more room here. Right there. See? So just a little bit of that animation and getting away with it. Now, is that 100% push in the back? Not really, but it has been called before. And I've seen that, and that's why there was that significant change from 80 down to a low value of 15 because of those kind of animations. Miley, try the changes first and see how you feel. Again, can I just press up and will it post it now? Let me see. All right, for the Heisman. I can't spell. Heisman changes. There, I just posted it. Yikes. Took off offensive holding. Yeah. Offensive. Sorry, it's missing an O. You know what I mean. But yeah, I just want to show just this play right here. Is there a way to go slow motion on this thing? I never use slow motion. Nope, there's not. This song is, I think, is this one of my old songs? Oh. Sorry, it sounded like my old intro song I used to have on my YouTube channel. They see number 40 and then pushes, and that's a block in the back animation that you would kind of see. And you see how how that opens up the run more. That little bit of a difference is all we ask for. Like, that's maybe 2-3 yards worth of an animation to make the run game better. CPU versus user sacks allowed. I kind of always assume the CPU will always take more sacks than the user, since the user is more likely to throw it away. Yeah, the user will throw it away, but so will the CPU, especially with IG. Well, actually, it's funny that even with intentional grounding on, they still throw it away. Try the changes I posted. You'll see that block in the back will make a big difference because they will get rid of that ball a lot quicker. Their decision making will just be a lot quicker. Yeah, this is interesting right here. This is exactly the animation. If you were to clip anything or to understand why I've changed blocking the back to the value it is, because I want them to get away with it. I want them to get away blocking the back because it's going to help both sides. And in this case, it helps the user, or sorry, it helps the running back because now he's got an extra bit of yards, and that can make such a difference. So they might see another one even at the second level. I don't know if my cursor will show up. No, probably not. So I need like a pointer. But you can see it right there at the first down. You see another, I think, receiver pushing a guy in the back, or about to. Yeah, so if he kept running, he might have done that. So, and then from there, we've got this long touchdown. I don't know if it'll take the whole clip or not, but that was pretty awesome too. Yeah, that was cool. I don't know how I can ever play again when it's so fun just to watch it. You know? Gotta love it. Love it. No, but we'll jump into All-American after this. Again, I won't let this game finish. Actually, we should jump into it now because I don't want to. I gotta leave, or I don't have to leave, but the wife will be home here soon. So let's get out of this and jump into some All-American testing. Because I'm pretty sure All-American will only need one value change because I think those gameplay sliders are in pretty good shape. But if we want to see some stats, I guess if you guys, you know, it's not a complete game, but I never chased stats. But if we want to just look at comp. Yeah, 62 and 69. Pretty solid. Rushing. Average 2.9. Man, it felt like he did a lot more than that. But still, I mean, yeah, 4.0 on that one. So decent. You're still, you know, you're not going to break away. It's not crazy. But again, I haven't, you know, it's not a full game. It's not over yet. So overall, I think it looked good for the most part. Let's jump into some All-American testing. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm gonna start at 30 because that's what I have it on. That's what I have it on in my all pro set. If I understand them working the same way, it should be pretty close. Thanks, leagues. Yeah, definitely try them out. It really makes a difference because I'll tell you, the second that block in the back was changed, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be Robo QB. It looked just like Robo QB, like instant throws, especially on Madden. It was like instant throws. I was like, okay, there's a value here that's going to work with this, you know. And from there it was about finding what block in the back value and what QBA value, because there was a value on like 10. Hey, coach. Thanks, man. Yeah, just did Madden. This is college football, obviously. So just gotta do the All-American now because Heisman is in good shape and it's only a couple of changes. Face mask, we go 30 here. I think that's it. I have offensive PI off, yeah. We don't really need that off anymore. Yeah, I don't think we need it off anymore. Not with these adjustments. I don't even think it's necessary. It's not even a perception thing anymore with that value. And that was really just to give the CPU an advantage in a way, but their receiver catching is high enough. I think they'll be okay. Now let's just raise up the value here. Raise up the value here to version am I on? 5. I haven't renamed it yet. Just see. Version 5 to me, even though it's like version, what version are we even? Version 6 to everybody else. 65, 45, 40, 50, 52, 30, 40, 38. 38 32 tackling. 32, 50. I know last time I was playing around, I wanted 38. I think we'll be okay with 32 still. Then Heisman. Oh, not Heisman, All-American. Yeah, your inside zone's always going to be a little crazy. Yeah, I don't know. When I was playing earlier, it was okay. It's just something. I mean, you can raise tackling for that. That's an easy one. All Madden will do that. You can lower run blocking as well. I think every team's different because, like, I use UCF and we're not very good at the run. Trying to think the last time if I got 100. I think I got like 70 yards the other day on like 25 carries or something like that. Those are values I think that can be adjusted, but we'll take a look here. Are you on All Madden or All American? All American is a little bit easier. It's on 42, yeah, so 40 as well, sorry. 35, 75, Heisman, yeah. 35, 75, 48. So I do Heisman away games and All American for home games. 55, 35, 55, 50. Okay. So only change here is going to be blocked in the back at 30. Oh yeah, you know it, man. Well, that's why I do. That's why I don't just do Heisman. Don't just do All American, right? Because I want to do, for me, like I want to play it that way. Intense. I really, I'm not that good to be doing that either. Terrible method. I should be a lot better at the game to be able to have the audacity to do that. All right, so my hesitation, I guess my only concern here is 35 QBA for the CPU relative to the changes block in the back. But let's see what happens. We start to see kind of that instant, kind of that robo QB instant throws, then I'll kind of know what I'm expecting, but see what happens. They have a white helmet, right? So we'll wear, that's cool, we'll do that. And then red pants, no, they've got, there we go, black pants. Okay. Not what I could see.
Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing.
I don't think any game changes happen.
We have in store.
You never know. Some people had said like, "Oh, all of a sudden I'm running the ball better."
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position.
Before I logged on, I did a profile reset. Just kind of good practice to do when there's a title update. And from testing wise, like everything can, I mean, you can get away with just a reset.
Here's the thing about him too. He's not the most consistent guy. And he's not the most talented quarterback.
You talking about the profile reset? Like I wouldn't like necessarily suggest every time. I just hadn't done it in a while and been meaning to, especially with the patches. Usually I just do my slider reset inside the dynasty.
It's gotta be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Let's go cross here. I do coach suggestion, guys, just because I don't want to skew anything. I want to keep it as my own kind of like approach in a way. Like I don't want to kind of like, I want to basically leave it where people can have their own interpretation of how to play the game, etc. So that's why like I won't control the running back sometimes. And so sometimes I'll just let it, play itself out.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't.
I should technically just do coach mode because I'm not very good at quarterback. So I'll leave the, the yards after catch, everything like that. The running back, I'll just snap it.
The Bearcats really need to keep this
I agree, Coach. I'm not into the tinfoil stuff, you know that. So, like, there's always those working theories, and I can't do it if it's not supported through any kind of animation. And so, I just hadn't done a profile reset in like any kind of game for a long time. And I was like, you know what? Let me just do it just because we had an update. I just want to see what happens. There was really nothing. I'll tell you, I've never done a profile reset other than one time last year, I think.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football.
Yeah, that's when I realized you could just do a slider reset in whatever franchise dynasty and you should be in good shape.
Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has
See
enough
if
to
we
move
go
the
play
chains.
action.
The
Okay,
Bearcats
so
back
blocking
to the
back
line
30.
on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this
It's nice when I
running
can only change one value and hope it stays. Alright, not a good throw.
game. That's reeled in. It's Walker.
Nice.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that's
I don't like RPOs. I don't trust myself with RPOs.
Great job by the defense.
We'll do a little
It's
play
tough to
action though.
Get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being
I
dynamic.
love when they change my play.
Usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys
Oh,
try to get that
just
elusive
throw the
guy.
ball, Maddie. Or take the sack like an idiot.
Pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Did I get sacked?
And the
No.
defense gets a sack, and that's
Oh,
going to
they
be
did,
the
yeah.
big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only
Just
got
throwing it
sacked
away.
one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game,
Little
they got to
screen.
keep getting after the quarterback.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Keeping it on the
Wide
ground with
open.
a single back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of
Nope,
5.
good though. But still,
I know that
so
wasn't a huge, sexy game.
really
I know
just
not
trying to
everybody's
make sure if
jumping
this
up
is
and
the
down,
right
but what he
value
does
or
here,
not.
This puts you in a great position to succeed on second.
I don't have any of that stuff,
Really
Coach.
hard.
It's not my
Really
department.
hard. Now you're in a manageable situation.
Kane is the guy for that stuff.
And this one will be stopped.
I don't
for no
touch that
gain.
stuff. Can you imagine if I had more sliders? Are you kidding me?
Trying to pick up this third
With
and
FC
short.
coming out also.
Back to throw.
I was challenged this year from Kane in particular to actually play a dynasty. So I'm actually playing my dynasty. Not this. I'm using UCF. So I'm actually playing.
He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there.
Doing quite the
It's now a
run
fresh
here,
set of
quite the drive.
Hit a speed bump on that last
7
play.
years,
Now
see?
work to do
Yeah,
on
I can see why you're asking these things, because I'm not even there yet or even of caring of that yet.
Got it
I
into
should,
the zone, dragged
but
down at the
if I
18.
waited for all that stuff, I would never get started. So I said, you know what? It's the only way I'm going to get started.
Get a little bit of push. Just
Yeah,
kinda
look at
get
Kane's
this guy
stuff.
and
Mr.
just a
Hurricane.
little crease.
Look on his
He can
channel.
make
I think he's got some settings there. What's
Third
terrible
down
throw.
through the air.
Sim Gaming Network is also good. He's got some good stuff out there.
Find any room, and he wound up throwing it in
Oh, that was
reverse.
third.
They
See?
lost yardage.
Wasn't even paying attention.
And they'll send out the field goal unit.
Let's see if I can kick.
Not a particularly long kick from 36
I like the
yards
tap
out.
and
They'll
tap.
have to guide it in for
I don't
the
like to
last
hold it down.
Never a doubt.
Mr. Hurricane has stuff, I think, and then Sim Gaming Network has some stuff as well. Sometimes he's a bit out there though because he kind of believes that auto subs controls gameplay, and I haven't tested it. I don't see any corresponding animation to it, so it's hard for me to verify it. That's all I gotta say. Like, I need animations to support changes, right?
Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love
And animations can come from behavior, it can come from other things, you know.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman
You know,
finalist,
but I like everything else from Sim Gaming Network. I don't call him Sim Snate for me because he's been on Operation Sports and Madden Mania. I think he was on Madden Mania. And the only guy I know is Sim is FB Sim Gaming, the guy that I've known for years. So I'll get them all confused and call them all the same thing. Just like there's only one coach, right? So that's kind of how things are. Ooh. See, so there's your kind of quick throw. And that's not bad. I don't mind that at all right there. It's a good throw. And this is the variety that we're looking for there. Hi, yeah, of course you went for it. I gotta be right back. Wife just got home. Just gotta make sure Gotta make sure I don't have anything to do. Then I can keep streaming. Keep having fun. We'll see, guys. 1 second.